Then would you say, my God, why have you forsaken me? He forsook himself.
Yeah, that is because he's saying on the cross, firstly, it's the beginning of Psalm 22, which starts off like that, first line, and then ends in vindication of the Anointed One, who is, we think it's giving signs that he's being crucified in Psalm 22, because he's talking about digging the hands and the feet with nail.
You see, there's actually...
we say with the nails that Jesus had in his hands and feet. And then we can also say, though, it's not just Jesus quoting a psalm, he's feeling that.
I know you're referring to David's psalm where he says that they're around me like, I know in the Psalms he talks about, apparently the translation is incorrect in Hebrew, because I've read the Hebrew, and it's not, the translation is badly translated in English about the hands and feet. I can't remember now exactly the Hebrew translation, but it's twisted to suit Christianity.
Well, I've got the Jewish Study Bible, and I'll look at it. I'll look at Psalm 22, see how they translate it. You know, that's a fair. One can always make these translation points, and I'll look at that. All right. But for now, we can put that to one side, because the point was Jesus says this. He's quoting verbatim. That's Psalm 2. It's not like he's saying, "Oh, I'm in despair. Oh, it's terrible." Because when you quote a psalm word for word, you know what you're doing. So it means he's making a point. But in addition to making the point, why make that point? The forsaking part, why? Because we say he's bearing the sins of the human race. Psychologically, he's borne down with it, and get this, the Father has abandoned him. He's actually abandoned him at this point, because the abandonment is the essential part of him being the sacrifice to appease the Father. You know, like when the goat or the sheep is sacrificed, God isn't with it, consoling it. It's got to bear, you know, the sins of the people symbolically. Well, the sacrificial lamb, Jesus, hasn't got the Father surrounding him with his love. At that point, this is the one point where the Father's love is not with Jesus, and Jesus feels it. And that's why that psalm was written, because the Messiah would feel the divine abandonment, albeit for a short time, so that he can be truly the sacrifice. You see, Jesus can be tortured, get the crown of thorns, be nailed, be whipped, be insulted, but if the Father is with him, that's not the full sacrifice.